Ratchet & Clank Future Tools of Destruction is the beginning of a new saga. What happens is at the very start of the game, Ratchet witnesses the destruction of Metropolis, one of the signature cities of the series. There he will encounter a villain named Emperor Tachyon, who is bent on destroying Ratchet and his entire race. And this is where some questions about Ratchet's history begins to come up, something we've never explored in the Ratchet & Clank series. Ratchet & Clank Future Tools of Destruction is only possible on PlayStation 3. The level of sophistication, the vivid details, can only be done on that system.
Ratchet & Clank Future Tools of Destruction.
Folklore is sort of this dark fairy tale. There's a lot of mystery involved, a lot of travel throughout the netherworld. I've never been on a project that received so much praise. It's got a good mix of a lot of different genres, whether it's action, fantasy, RPG. It's really kind of this very unique experience. Users aren't just pushing buttons to capture a creature in Folklore. They are wrestling them to the ground, they're yanking their souls out. It really changes up the gameplay, it involves the user. Folklore really is the game for anybody. It's got great story, great character, beautiful art, fantastic gameplay. I can't say enough good things about it.
Folklore.
Heavenly Sword is an action-adventure game, and it aims to emulate the experience and the bombastic nature of the big summer blockbuster. You play as Nariko, a fiery redhead, and she's in possession of this sword that was meant for a god, on this brutal mission of revenge. However, as the sword was not meant for mortals, it slowly drains her life and will ultimately kill any mortal who wields it. It's an extremely story-driven game, one that really tries to raise the bar in terms of dramatic performance in a video game. Something with a lot of stylistic beauty, something with poetic grace that focuses on animation, that creates a world where everything seems alive, as well as having amazing kick-ass action. You have an immense range of combat moves, beautiful animations. We go from really tough one-on-one fights up to group fights that are tightly choreographed, just like they do in the movies, right up to settings where you're fighting amongst thousands of enemies at a time. The art is generated in such high resolution. Really, without Blu-ray, we wouldn't have been able to create Heavenly Sword.
Heavenly Sword.
Little Big Planet is something that makes most people who pick it up laugh the first time they play it. Little characters which you can customize and which you can act with, and you run through this world that's like a miniature filmed world. The experience of Little Big Planet is not just about playing it, it's also about creating. What we want to do is, the first releases that we put out, we're going to really make use of PlayStation Network to allow the game to evolve with the community. So we don't really think of Little Big Planet as being out when you first get it in your hands. Little Big Planet is going to evolve over time. And so the three things that we call it: play, create, and share. And so playing is one thing, creating is another, and then sharing is showing off to your friends online using the PlayStation Network.
Jak and Daxter and Crash Bandicoot. And this game is Uncharted Drake's Fortune. Let's take a look.
Uncharted Drake's Fortune is Naughty Dog's brand new PlayStation 3 franchise. The cell processor is allowing us to do things with animation that we were never able to do before on the PS2. Our characters are much more detailed. You can see the emotion in their face. In our past games, our main hero had about 300 frames of animation. Everybody was very excited about the fluidity of his movement. Well, in Uncharted, our hero Nathan Drake has over 3,000 animations, and they're constantly being blended together to create almost an infinite variety. Right now, we've got the most talented group of developers we've ever assembled here at Naughty Dog, working on the most powerful hardware out there. Uncharted is going to be the best game Naughty Dog's ever made.
Uncharted, Drake's Fortune.
So there you have it, just 6. It certainly wouldn't be a PlayStation platform.